Hi there, it's Jay and I. We're here at Del Dotto Wine Caves, and we're with Dave Del Dotto. Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
And like always, you have a stem in your hand and a thief.
Yes, I have a beautiful wine thief here. It's a special extraction instrument out of the barrel so we can taste out of the barrels.
Of all the times I've seen you, I don't think I've ever seen you without.
Yes, I know. This is a favorite tool. I don't know what it is. The shape, I don't know. So here at our tours, what I try to do for people is go beyond a tasting bar and teach people the spirituality of wine, the essence of wine, why they should drink wine every day. That euphoria, which is a positive thing for our minds and our hearts and our blood and everything that, you know, our spiritual, our mind, that is the true essence of wine. So this wine was made in an ancient clay vessel. You can see it right here in the picture. Mm-hmm. It's a huge clay vessel. In fact, we don't even have kilns that I know of in the United States that is big enough to fire up the clay. You can see this is the 2005 Vineyard 887, which is in St. Helena. It's next to our estate. Here, I'll put some little bit in here so you can see. You see the beautiful rich color of this. It's dark. And so this was made in a clay pot, and it will be in this ceramic jar and sit here during the duration of its aging of the next 2 years, and it will never touch oak. And so what you're going to smell is just the beautiful fruit, and you aren't going to get anything adulterating the wine. It is so amazing, and I tell people that wine is a sauce, basically. You're reducing it for 2 years in the caves. It's a reduction sauce, right. And the barrel is a spice rack. So it's like tea. It's a tea bag. You put your tea in there, you dip it in the hot water, and you get this beautiful extraction of those spices. Well, that's what the barrel does. So it really influences the fruit and starts taking it into directions, depending on how you make the barrel, into directions of vanilla flavors, caramelized sugars. Well, here we are at the barrels. This is a beautiful thing. If you smell this top, you can smell this beautiful. Do you smell that?
Yeah, that's nice.
It's like, this is Missouri oak from Cuba, Missouri. It smells like
sexy.
cigar
It's
box,
sexy.
vanilla.
Wow.
It's beautiful stuff. Well, that is basically, if you could have a wine, a beautiful red with that finish in your mouth, it's addicting. It really is. So that's what we have in our cave. We could give you a Cabernet with 25 different flavors. Here's a good sample right here of 6 oaks from the center of France. And you can look sideways, see how different that grain is. Some grains are wider than others. Some grains are real tight. Tighter the grain, the more sugar, the smoother and silkier the wine is, and more integrated it is.
These would be the tighter grains here.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and you can see the Nevers forest. By the way, that Nevers forest, you give that to a woman and they taste that, it's got chocolate, rich chocolate in the finish, and they love that. Now, the guys might like the Allier because it's more bolder and more spice, but this Nevers is beautiful. Tronché's got vanilla. The Limousin is silky smooth. The Cher is just elegant. I mean, wow. This is about 100 miles south of Paris. This forest is small. It's an amazing barrel. I've got probably 200 or 300 different flavored Cabernets, and they're all good. All 90 to 95 point wines, by the way.
And, I wondered when you were going to trot out the scores.
Yeah, well, I don't mean to tout the scores, but it doesn't hurt to have them.
Yeah, it's the
if you got them, flaunt them. Yeah. If you don't talk about it. But, I mean, seriously. Anyway, let's go in. We'll try a couple. We'll see what you think. This barrel right here. They take Nevers, Tronchet, and Allier woods in the center of France, and they blend them throughout the barrel. So every so many staves are from these 3 forests. And this is a fast aging barrel. You can see the bar across the front. So it's thinner staves, so it integrates quicker. It actually ages about 3 months faster than a typical oak barrel. But you can see that it's got a nice vanilla, but it's got that perfuminess on the outer rim.
All right,
This is 04 Cabernet Sauvignon from our Rutherford bench, from our state vineyard. And this is that Missouri Groove, we call it.
Missouri Groove. Get on
we
your
call
groove.
It the Missouri Groove barrel. Oh, yes. This is just fruit and vanilla.
Now, you understand, some people will hear this and they go, vanilla, I don't want to have that.
Oh, no. Rich. I mean, come on. This is like Tahitian vanilla bean.
But I also get the impression from you, fine, you don't want vanilla, don't buy the wine.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Well, you know what's interesting? If I blind tasted somebody that's a Frenchophile, they love French wines, they love French. If I blind tasted them on this, they would choose this over anything they're drinking, and it's Missouri oak. So do it blind, and so people aren't prejudiced.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you're saying that a lot of our palate decisions are based more on preconceptions and what we really would prefer.
Well, isn't it true? We are all biased in a lot of ways. Come on. I mean, seriously. If you read a tag and it says Versace on it or Mercedes-Benz, you look at that product as a certain brand.
Well, yeah, I know. Certain things aren't as politically correct in wine. If you like oak, that's not politically correct. If you like, well, even Cab, actually, to some extent, it's not considered in the same league as a Pinot or a Great Burgundy or whatever.
Yeah.
So there is, I guess, that aspect. Sure.
Wow. Wait till you taste this one, man. This is amazing juice right here. This is that yeast, Dave, again. But this is a new yeast called F15, like the fighter pilot. And it's so funny. On the side of the bag, it said, for richer extracted wines, use F15 yeast. So here's the same wine you just had.
Okay, and I've got that kind of in my memory now, so that'll be good.
Okay, you got it in your memory. Okay, here is the F15 yeast, that same wine.
Can you diversify too much? Can you have too many different kinds of barrels?
I don't know. We haven't seen. I'm doing this to find out what the best barrels are in the world, and I find that I like a lot of them, and so it's a little boring for me to make wine one way. A lot of wineries will make one Cabernet, and they'll make 5,000 cases of it, where I'll make 25 cases of different things, and they're all good. All right, now this particular barrel, now here is typical French oak, which, by the way, that American oak's like $350 a barrel. This one here is about $750 a barrel. This particular oak is a very tight grain. It's and these French oaks tend to be beautiful with the fruit. I tell people it's like a pedestal holding up the wine, saying, "Here's your beautiful wine," and the oak remains in the background, and it integrates really well. See how, isn't that interesting? That's the same wine as the last one we had, but it's
different
just
profile.
totally different profile. It comes out and grabs you and goes, shakes you a little bit, and goes, "Pay attention, man. This stuff is rich," and it does it. There it is.
What's most fascinating, forgetting whether we like it or don't like it, it really doesn't matter. Nobody can deny the difference between the two.
That's what I'm trying to prove.
You can't deny that.
You can't deny that, can you?